you wanting to start a body recomposition, meaning gain muscle, lose body fat to appear leaner and stronger, but you don't really feel ready to go to the gym, you don't feel comfortable lifting weights at the gym, you're a beginner and you don't really know where to start, or maybe you just don't have time to go to the gym and you prefer working out at home? Are you wondering if you can even do a successful body recomposition from home if you have minimal or zero equipment and you don't really have a lot of experience strength training? In today's video, I'm gonna explain it all for you. I'm gonna go over if it's actually possible to do a successful body recomposition at home with minimal or zero equipment and zero experience. And I'm gonna break down the simple steps of how to start a successful body recomposition at home for beginners. In that, I'll include 5 main things that you wanna focus on if you're working out at home and you're trying to do a body recomposition. Then make sure you watch all the way to the end. I'll give you guys my top recommendations if you're looking to start buying equipment from home to help with your body recomposition and strength training workout. We're gonna get right into it, but of course, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you get a notification when I release a new video every single week, just like this one, to help you on your fitness and fat loss journey. My name is Michelle Roots, kinesiologist, personal trainer, nutrition coach, and fitness and fat loss motivation specialist, and mama of 2 beautiful baby boys. I created this channel to help break down all of the information about fitness and fat loss in the simplest and easiest way to understand. So if you find this video helpful, make sure you give it a like, leave me any questions in the comments below. I'm always happy to help you guys out, but let's get right into it. Can you do a body recomposition at home with minimal or zero equipment? Yes you can, 100%, especially if you are a beginner and new to strength training. A lot of people think that in order to see gains or build muscle, you need to go to the gym and do the bench presses and the deadlifts and lift all the heavy weights. Yes, that will work very well, but if you don't have access to a gym, you can't afford a gym, you don't have time to go to the gym, that doesn't mean there aren't other ways to get you the results. Maybe you just don't feel comfortable strength training in a gym. I hear this very, very often from women. You should never feel uncomfortable, but I completely understand why some women would feel uncomfortable strength training, especially if you're a beginner at the gym. So if you don't want to go to the gym, body weight workouts at home can be very effective in helping you build overall strength and lean muscle. Maybe you only have resistance bands at home or a set of dumbbells. Perfect. You can get a lot done, and I'm gonna break down for you later in the video of what you can do with minimal equipment to really get the most bang for your buck from all of your strength training workouts, and make sure you're still following some form of progressive overload with minimal equipment. So talking about progressive overload, if you don't know what that is, I talk all about progressive overload in this video right here. I'll link that in the description below. If you have minimal equipment or you don't have any equipment, there are still ways you can apply progressive overload without just always increasing your weight every time. So of course there's increasing your reps. There are things like doing eccentric training. So for example, if you're doing a body weight squat and those start to get easy, you can start to incorporate something called eccentric training. So you're going down nice and slow, firing up fast. You can also add an isometric hold at the bottom of your squat. So you could go down slow or go down at regular pace, hold at the bottom in squat position for 5 seconds and then drive back up and repeat that. You're just gonna challenge the muscle in a whole new way, again, just using your own body weight. If you have lighter dumbbells and you're getting too strong and you don't necessarily wanna buy heavier dumbbells, you can use tools like supersets. So supersetting 2 exercises back to back to really maximize the strain on the muscle. You could do something like a drop set where you are lifting, say the heaviest weight you have is 30 pounds, maybe you're doing a dumbbell row. This is what I do at home all the time because my heaviest weight is 30 pounds. You could do 6 dumbbell rows with your 30-pound weight, 6 dumbbell rows with your 25-pound weight, and then 6 dumbbell rows with your 20-pound weight to really maximize, again, the strain on the muscle. I like to use myself as an example in all my videos because I literally walk the walk in everything I preach to all of my clients and you guys here on YouTube. Let's flash back 2 years. It was the year 2020. I'm sure we can all understand what I'm about to say. So I had a baby in April 2020. So my second son was born right at the beginning of the madness. Although I had a gym 5 minutes down the street, again, my business was closed. So the gym wasn't open training clients, but I had access to that gym. I still had a toddler and a newborn baby, and I didn't have a lot of time to get out of the house to go and do my strength training workouts once I was ready to start working out again. A lot of my workouts were literally just my YouTube videos that you find on this channel here, my follow along body weight strength workouts. I did those religiously 2, 3, 4 times a week sometimes to help get my strength back after having a baby. I strength trained throughout my whole pregnancy right until I want to say about 2 or 3 days before I gave birth, but that's me. I'm just different. It felt good, but I still lost a lot of muscle mass. Right after I had my baby, I knew that building my core back up and building back my muscle was the way that I was going to lose my baby weight. I talk all about that in this video right here, how I got lean after having my second son. I didn't rush the process. I didn't hop on the treadmill. I didn't go outside and do sprints and run for hours and hours. I focused on building my strength back. And again, at that point, I didn't even have a fit bench in my basement. I had a TRX suspension trainer and my own body weight. So I used my own workouts, followed along with those, as well as a few other workouts that I used to do. But for the most part, I wanna say I was able to build my strength back up using only my body weight. So I'm a walking advocate for body weight strength and really learning how to push yourself and increase your strength by using just your own body. Let's move on. So if you are looking to start a body recomposition and you're gonna work out from home with minimal equipment, what steps should you take to make sure you are successful and make sure you are focusing on the right things in order to continue to build muscle and decrease your body fat to get stronger and leaner? 1, you need to find a strength training program that you can do consistently 3 to 5 times a week. 3 times a week is great if that's all you have time for. 30 to 45 minute sessions. If you can get 5 in a week, that's great too. Just make sure you're doing some form of a split where you're not really destroying the same muscle groups back to back. You're giving yourself enough rest and recovery. If you are a beginner, 3 to 4 days of strength training is the perfect amount to get you started. So you want to look at your schedule and schedule those workouts in, making sure you are consistently getting those workouts in week after week. I have a free 4-week body weight strength training program. It's including all of the follow along workouts already on my channel here. They're super easy to follow along and perfect if you are a beginner. So if you want to download that free 4-week calendar, check out the link in the description below to grab that free download. Next, you want to make sure you are following some form of progressive overload. So even if you are doing a body weight workout, you want to try and continue to challenge yourself. For example, in the bodyweight workouts that are on my YouTube channel already, a lot of the exercises are timed. So you're doing 30 seconds of squats, 30 seconds of push-ups, 45 seconds sometimes, it depends on the workout. But let's say you are doing a workout that has 30 seconds of squats. What I want you to do is 1, of course, focus on form. 2, count your reps. How many reps are you able to get with good form in that 30 seconds before you say burn out or have to stop to take a break? So one form of progressive overload, if you are able to do maybe 15 seconds of bodyweight squats before you have to stop for that set and take a breather, if you build yourself up to being able to do 30 full seconds of bodyweight squats, that's a form of progressive overload, and that shows you are challenging yourself and you are getting stronger. Then once you're able to do that, you can start finding things around your house to hold in your hands. Kids work as great weights, let me tell you that, as long as they're small. Milk jugs, water jugs, anything. If you don't have dumbbells, you can find ways to continue to make that squat harder. Then once you've got the workout set, you've got it all in your schedule, you wanna figure out your calorie deficit. So in order to have a successful body recomposition, meaning we need to be eating enough to be able to build muscle and fuel our body through our workouts, but we need to be eating in a slight deficit in order to help our body burn fat. So I talk all about calorie deficit in this video right here. If you're looking to learn how to calculate your calorie deficit for fat loss, go check out that video. I'll link it in the description below. You can go watch that after this one. And the very last thing you need to do is be consistent and be patient, which I say probably in every single video I post on this channel. Everybody wants results fast, 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 fast. Don't work out for a week and eat healthy for a week and think that you're gonna start all of a sudden be ripped and have a 6-pack. It's not gonna happen. So just put your head down, make sure you're continuing to eat in that calorie deficit, hitting your calories, hitting your protein, and getting your workouts in as scheduled. Continue to do that 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and then check in with your progress, the scale, inches, how your clothes feel, your energy levels, pictures, etc. So just to summarize all what I just said, what are the main things you want to prioritize and really focus on if you are doing a body recomposition? Prioritize strength training. So if you only have a few hours a week to work out, I want you to really push the strength training and focus on building lean muscle. Of course, cardio is great. It's great for your health, but if you really want to build lean muscle, prioritize strength training first. So even if it means you're doing 3 strength training workouts and 1 longer cardio workout a week, that's completely fine, because again, that aligns with our goals of trying to increase your lean muscle. Later on, when you've built some lean muscle and you're stronger, we can start to work in more cardio, but focus on the strength training. Number 2, prioritizing protein and fueling your body, not starving your body. You're looking to build lean muscle, you need to get your protein, so minimum 0.7 grams per pound of body weight you want to be getting every single day of protein. So calculate how many grams you should be getting to fuel your body. So remember, we are not looking to diet. We are not looking to eat 1,200 calories a day and starve ourselves to try and see that number on the scale go down. The mindset in a body recomposition is the long-term goal of building lean muscle, which takes time. And in order to build lean muscle, we need to strength train and we need to eat protein to fuel our bodies. Number 3, movement. I mentioned that earlier. So making sure you are hitting minimum 7,000 steps a day, whether it means you're going for a 15-minute walk before work, a 15-minute walk after work, you're parking further away at the grocery store, whatever you need to do. Of course, 10K steps is great, but think minimum 7K. And even if you're just starting, if right now you only get 2,000 steps a day, slowly increase your steps. So start your goal at 4,000 steps a day. Once you're able to consistently get 4,000 steps a day, you increase it to 6,000 and repeat, repeat, repeat. So just trying to continue to increase your daily movement, because that is going to increase your total daily energy expenditure, in turn create a larger deficit and hopefully help with decreasing your body fat. And the 4th priority, sleep. 7 to 9 hours a night. This is something that's often overlooked with people on a body recomposition journey. When we are sleeping, that is when our body is recovering and our muscles are recovering. So that's where it's really, really important. Again, if you haven't slept, cravings go up, energy levels go down, energy to push in the gym goes down, you don't feel as strong. So we need to give our body the rest and recovery it needs to really go hard in the gym, lift heavier weights. None of this grind all day, every day, go hard or go home, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, work hard, but also chill, just chill. Take 1 to 2 days a week to just rest, recover, stretch, foam roll, do some mobility work. All of those things are going to really help you. And number 5 important thing, I believe I just mentioned it, but it is so important, I'm gonna say it again, patience and consistency. If you are not consistent with your strength workouts, meaning one day you're doing once a week, the next week you're doing 2 a week, and then you do 5 one week, and then you're back to 1, that's not consistency. If some days you're hitting your protein goal and then some days you're so far from your protein goal and it goes up and down like this, that is not consistency. So you want to try your best. Again, everything in moderation. And I always say, try to be perfect about 80% of the time, because nobody is perfect. So if you're hitting around your protein goal consistently, so within 10 to 20 grams, you're still crushing it, you're still doing great, and you can continue to work on that. So let's wrap this up here. So as promised, the last thing I want to talk about is if you have no equipment at home, but you are looking to buy equipment, or you want to have a little bit more to be able to challenge yourself and learn how to use different pieces of equipment, but you don't want to invest a lot of money to literally buy an entire garage gym. Here are my top recommendations of things that are easy to have at home, don't take up a lot of space, and don't necessarily cost a lot of money. So one of the things I would recommend is adjustable dumbbells. They are great. They're fairly reasonable price. They don't take up a lot of space because they're all in one spot, and you usually have 10 pounds to 50 or 60 pounds depending on the dumbbells you buy, and they're easy to put away, and that will help you really start to increase your strength at home. Number 2, if you don't have them yet, resistance bands or mini bands, those ones that go around your thighs that you see everybody using, also known as booty bands. Those are also great tools and easy to just shove in an ottoman and put away, and they're super cheap. Third thing, I would say a small bench or even a small box. I personally, before I had my fit bench in the basement, I used to use an ottoman, and that worked out great. It was a long ottoman. I could do bench press on it. I could do step ups on it, and that worked out fine. And I stored all my equipment inside it. But you can get a small bench or a small box, even from Amazon, in order to do step up exercises, bench press, dumbbell rows. And then my last thing is something that I love and I use at my studio all the time, but I also have one down in the basement hooked around a door, is a TRX suspension trainer, or just any off-brand suspension trainer that you are able to anchor to the ceiling, or if it comes with a door anchor, they are great tools to use. It is just a way of making training against your body weight that much harder. I think if I could pick one tool and only one to have for my home workouts, I would definitely pick a suspension trainer because of the variety of exercise you can do, how easy it is to use, and how it can literally just be packed away into a little bag and shoved in a bookshelf or a basket. So there you go. Those are my recommendations if you're looking to build a little mini home gym for yourself. But as I said earlier, even if you don't have equipment and you're at the beginning of your journey, body weight is totally fine. And as long as you focus on form, mind-muscle connection, so if you're doing certain exercises, talk to the muscle that you are working, really squeeze and activate that muscle. You can get a lot stronger by just training with your own body weight. So don't think that you have to go rush out and buy all of the equipment. I have a lot of online personal training clients who only have a few dumbbells, resistance bands at home, and they're still seeing great results because of the way they are programming their workouts, and they're being consistent and challenging themselves in different ways. So there you go, guys. Body recomposition at home is possible if you're willing to put in the work, follow the steps, and again, be patient and be consistent. Are you sick of me saying that yet? You guys are gonna hear me in your sleep. So as I mentioned earlier, if you want that free 4-week workout calendar, I'll link that in the description below. I've also got an 8-week strength training program that follows progressive overload, 2 4-week phases showing you how to strength train. I have one for the gym, but I also have one if you only have dumbbells. You can choose between a 3-day and 4-day split. I'll link that program in the description below as well, so you can find out more if that might be the right program for you. But if you want more personalized one-on-one fitness and nutrition coaching, check out the link in the description below as well. I will put more information about where you can find out more about working with me one-on-one to really lock in your workouts, lock in your nutrition, and be successful in your body recomposition. So as always, thanks so much for watching today, guys. I really hope this video was helpful, and I will see you all with another one next week.